and a social worker. Miguel,
hello, everyone. So there's like so much that I have been thinking about and wanting to say over these last few minutes, and the day spending outside waiting for trains to get here and stuff. This event, this organization is extremely important. The fact that you're in a public space talking about these issues, I don't think would have happened just a few years ago. And I want to push back against Kate a little bit about not being able or not seeing any change or this being a trend. This is a social issue that's interrelated to all of the other ones you can think about, and it's not going to go away, and it's something that we have to deal with. It's something that my generation has to deal with. And so yeah, it's a great pleasure to be here, to join in discussion with you all. We have to think realistically about solutions when you have 2.5 million people in prison right now, and how do we begin to move towards a solution? Angela Davis talks a lot about abolishment, about getting rid of prisons. How do we do that? Who decides how we do that? And how do we do it without replicating the oppression that's put them there in the first place, I think is really the key thing that I wanted to say. Miguel Huerta. I was born and raised in Denver, Colorado. I identify as a whitewashed mountain Chicano, which just means that I've never fit nicely into a category put upon me, and I think that's true for a lot of people. I'm in my final semester of social work school in Philadelphia, home of Mumia Abu-Jamal, home to stop and frisk policies, home to dying school district, 27 school closures, the next city after Detroit and New Orleans to be fully privatized, I would guess. And I want to help cultivate empowering youth communities where they can realize and take charge of this really tragic situation that we have got on our hands, not just with incarceration, but education, our food system. There's so many. So I've only recently come to recognize the central role that mass incarceration and our injustice system has had in shaping my identity, my path, and my dedication to systemic social change. This first poem that I'm going to do is called Beats of the Barrio, and it's about some 8th graders that I worked with my senior year in college at a Title I school in Colorado Springs, where hypermasculinity was a driving force for the violence, for the lack of interest in education, and seeing 6th graders identify with a gang is a really startling thing. I'm not used to holding a mic, so I'll try and do this. Yes, this is Beats of the Barrio. Pledged allegiances silent to the republic, why do we stand? Slack, lackadaisical, tomorrow is a maybe today? Just more bullshit. Drug deals made with glances across first period pre-algebra, scattered plots, scattered thoughts, scattered comments with a smirk. Lone drumstick pins, tap, tap, the beats of the barrio, distracted, zoning out, just killing time. Yesterday's shadow somehow leading wayward footsteps to the schoolyard where apathy rules, violence reigns, marker squeaks across whiteboard, wildboard, trash trucks getting mixed up with yellow buses by the school board. We'll be filing a report. Cop cars line up, always the morning stop, another routine pickup, officer, practically co-worker to office workers all across town, here to haul off the spectacle. It's going around that snitches are on the loose. Test score gibberish, policies, requirements, determining futures, actual growth and occasional byproduct. 8:40 a.m. due dates met by so few, berated by peers for what teachers call achievement. Exaggerated masculinity causes classroom boiling points, pushing small, scarred chests outwards, arms reach high toward manhood, so distorted by the hood. Heroes of the barrio own young boys' hearts. Some girls like being hit, huh, mister? Lips struggle to mimic ideals of role models that just get to chill at home all day. Escaping sleepy grandparents, father figures, something school counselors mumble about, often distant, often absent. If I saw my dad, man, I don't know, I'd try to kill him. Worksheets, blank quizzes left tattered with borrowed pencils, forgotten. All that's familiar has to be hidden corners behind lockers. Hushed conversation, eyes cautious, checking for anyone that's not them. Pride is something you defend with your fists. Respect is about taking risks. Pride is owning the girls. Respect is smooth talking, getting high. Pride is toss crumpled paper. Self-defense, always preemptive. Heads held tight, shoulders cocked, wrists click, eyes lock. Thank you. So when people talk about these situations, it's often like, oh, how could this happen? This is, you know, it's broken. And the most powerful protest sign I've ever seen was, the system isn't broken, it was built this way, right? Our criminal justice system is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Our education system is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. This next thing that I'd like to do is, I wrote it when I was involved a little bit in Occupy. I witnessed it. I had friends more involved than I could be, but I was there when I could be. And Occupy was really a testament. The reaction to Occupy was really a testament to how frightened those in power are of us realizing the classism and the racism that our systems are completely structured by. At Occupy in Philly, as well as New York, the police would routinely drop off mentally ill people at the occupation and tell them that there was free food there, and then problems ensued, right? And then that was used to say, look what these Occupy camps are doing. You know, it's just a bunch of drug addicts, just a bunch of crazy people. And then also the national coordination that mayors had in reaction, and